Good morning, and thank you for joining us at 6 o'clock. I'm China Green.
And I'm Matthew Herchick. Happy Wednesday, everyone. Rod Hill and Chris McGinnis. Have a look at our weather and traffic. So, Rod, we did hit 90 yesterday,
We
right?
did. Yeah, 93 on Monday. So the
anticipated.
total is now up to 18 90-plus degree days for the season. Current weather modeling suggests we could have at least a couple of 90s that first week of September. So, it's August. You would assume we're likely not finished with the hot season yet. With that said, today's headline is a cool down. Here's Snook Winds Casino Resort in Lincoln City. Solid cloud cover, 60 degrees. We have partly cloudy to mostly clear conditions down in Marion County being reported. Salem, 52 is your number. Nice cool start. You can see the clouds over downtown Portland from the Wells Fargo building, 61. So here we go. Portland Public, first day back to class. Mix of cloudiness out the door. Most areas in the 50s. Lunchtime and then through the afternoon, mainly just mostly sunny. 69 degrees, outdoor recess, and then kids walking or biking home from school. 80 will be the temperature. Here's Chris.
Rod, thanks for that. We pick it up on the east side of Vancouver right now in the Burton Ridge neighborhood. Vancouver Fire dealing with an early morning house fire here. Photojournalist Eric Patterson's on the scene here on 102nd Avenue near 23rd Street. The good news here is you can see the damage. It looks like it's mostly been confined to the garage. We're also hearing from Vancouver Fire's PIO that there were no injuries involved with this, but obviously they're still involved with kind of cleaning up some hot spots and then working to get the scene clear. But for now, that's what's going on. Again, that's up in the Burton Ridge neighborhood. The trip out of Clark County getting busier near the Interstate Bridge, but so far, I-5 South seems to be moving along okay, and we'll switch gears real quick, take you to the Banfield. This is Interstate 84, that westbound commute. Again, the headlights headed towards I-5. No problems there. Right now, it's a 14-minute clip to get you in from Troutdale. China?
Chris, thank you. Overnight, Portland police officers and multiple tactical teams safely resolved an incident involving a barricaded person. They said a machete may have been involved here. The call came in just after 11 p.m. and was resolved shortly after 4 a.m. The area on Southeast Crothers Street from 99th Avenue to 101st was closed during that time, but it's now back open. Well, new this morning, we have learned more details on the disturbing moments before the mass shooting near Forest Grove that left 5 people dead.
The lives lost over the weekend include a grandmother, mother, and her 26-year-old child and 2 friends. The gunman later died by suicide, according to authorities. Sunrise reporter Mo Hyder is live this morning with more details. Mo.
Yeah, Matthew, as we reported earlier this week, the gunman Benjamin Parker, investigators say, was dating one of the victims, Stella Kimsey, and they also believe that the two got into a big fight on Friday night. Now, Stella, we're being told, was the first person shot to death by Parker at a property near Forest Grove. And according to detectives, when Rowan went to check on Stella, they say Parker shot and killed her. Detectives say later on, Stella's best friend, Lindsay Harrelson, Harrelson's partner, Alvin Shu, and Stella's grandmother, Mary Kimsey, also showed up to check on the family. Investigators say Parker shot and killed all of them before killing several pets and setting the property on fire. We spoke with a friend of Rowan who told us she was a tattoo artist and she'll be remembered for her love for others.
In my opinion, if you were lucky enough to be in her orbit, your life was always for the better.
And Parker's father, Gary Rogers, shared this photo of his son and this message as well, saying, "Please let your viewers know how immensely sorry I am for the heinous acts committed by my son. You can imagine it's tearing me up inside." Detectives also do tell us that Parker called his mom before taking his own life in Enumclaw, which is near Tacoma. China, Matthew?
Reporting live for us this morning. Thank you, Mo. And a reminder that if you or some you know is a survivor of domestic violence, know that help is available 24/7. One place to start is on the National Domestic Violence Hotline. We have the number there on your screen right now. It's 1-800-799-7233.
Federal and local authorities are touting what they call a major uptick in the number of drug traffickers and dealers they've arrested in downtown Portland. They say more than 100 people have been arrested and charged over the past 3 years just in downtown. More than 100 kilograms of fentanyl and 40 guns have been seized. Officials say that the initial focus on downtown is now expanding outward to save even more lives.
Every dealer arrested and prosecuted is a life saved. Every gram seized is a life saved.
Most recently, law enforcement carried out an operation in Washington County involving a 1-year-old who they say was poisoned by his parents' fentanyl stash. Luckily, that child survived. The suspects were arrested.
This morning, disturbing video a 17-year-old and his mother want you to see. The teen was hit and injured by a car during a Portland street takeover. And a warning, the video from this weekend shows him being launched into the air, and it is jarring to watch. So here it is. This was in North Portland. A firework goes off, and then the teen walks into the road, and then the driver runs right into them, as you saw right there. 17-year-old who asked not to be identified says it all happened in a split second.
I don't remember getting hit by the car. I just kind of remember waking up inside the car. Takeovers were fun, you know, it's excitement, but it's dangerous. There's nothing safe about it.
The teen broke his hip and fractured his femur, and he's now using a walker. Now he and his mother are both speaking out.
Hearing all this is just devastating as a mother. You know, you don't want to outlive your children over something so stupid. Kids, please, please, please think about the outcome. It's not just the street takeover, it's people's lives.
He's now asking the driver or anyone with information to come forward. Portland police are looking into it. She was a country music legend, American icon, philanthropist, and so much more. We're talking about Dolly Parton, who died at the age of 80 yesterday.
Parton had been out of the public eye for months, saying that she was focusing on her health and well-being. Her team confirmed that she died peacefully, surrounded by loved ones in a Nashville hospital after a brief battle with cancer. President Trump and Oregon's governor ordered that flags be lowered to half-staff in her honor. During her decades-long career, Parton wrote and recorded hundreds of songs, including classics like Jolene, I Will Always Love You, and, of course, Eugene, Oregon. A Washington record store owner says Dolly Parton represented the American dream.
If there's anything that America can agree on, it's Dolly Parton, you know. And one of the greatest rags to riches story ever in the history of music.
Parton was also a generous philanthropist and a successful businesswoman.
Well, hello, Oregon, it's Dolly.
And that was just 2 years ago. As Dolly's Imagination Library expanded statewide, the program offers every kid under 5 years old the chance to get a free book every month. This year, more than 9,000 Oregon children are enrolled, and state lawmakers say they're committed to continuing the work.
Well, today is National Dog Day. Oh, and one type of dog continues to lead the pack. Rover released its annual list of the most popular dog breeds in the U.S., and non-designer mixed breeds are in the #1 spot for most popular dogs. That's followed by Labs, then Golden Retrievers, then Golden Doodles, and finally German Shepherds to round out the top 5. But another breed is gaining popularity. The Pomsky, a mix between a Pomeranian and a Siberian Husky, was named this year's fastest rising breed. But there's some conflicting information over which dog breed is the favorite here.
That's right. While Rover named non-designer mixed breeds as the favorite, a new study from U.S. News and World Report found that Chihuahuas are most popular among their respondents. Their study surveyed about 56 million households in the U.S. with at least one dog. Their study also found that the French Bulldog was the second most popular, above the Labrador Retriever. Now, to celebrate National Dog Day, we want to see pictures of your pup. Just text them to that number on that screen, 503-226-5088. Make sure to tell us your name and your dog's name, and we may share their photo on Sunrise.
And we want to share these pups. We have Jamison, who belongs to Mike and Wendy, Freya, who belongs to viewer Malka, and Brandy and Knox, who belong to Tana.
So what is a non-designer mixed breed? Just like any mix of any kind of breed?
Like
what is
what
non-designer?
A mutt.
A mutt?
Yeah.
Okay.
So you don't know exactly what it is?
Okay.
And it's not like a purebred golden.
I didn't know exactly, Rod, what
I could be completely
non-designer
wrong.
means. Yes.
I'll look that up.
If you're correct, China, then I'm like, oh my goodness, political correctness has reached the point that we can't say mutt anymore.
Non-designer dog.
Good grief. Here's our Salem sky camera. Cloudy skies over the state capitol right now, so we are looking at increasing cloud cover into the valley. 52 clouds over the West Hills from Providence Park. 61 degrees is the number there. We have 58 in Hillsboro, 56 in Happy Valley, 52 up on Battleground. We're completely dry and temperatures are comfortable. Low 50s from Dallas through Salem, Almsville. 47 down in Corvallis. You folks kind of the ice box this morning, if you will. A dry day. 90s still expected in eastern Oregon. Upper 80s to perhaps reaching 90 in central Oregon. West winds come back to life today in the gorge between Hood River and the Dalles. West winds this afternoon gusting to about 30 miles per hour. Light winds, though, for the most part, coast and valley. Mixed bag of cloudiness, 60s at the beach, and instead of being around 90 in Portland, we'll hold it down into the 80s today. It was only 85 in Salem yesterday, while Portland hit 90 degrees. Today, have us at 82. Some early clouds and then partly to mostly sunny skies. Partly cloudy and maybe a dribble or a sprinkle of rain at some point tomorrow and Thursday, 77. Not expecting anything measurable or really consequential. And then clouds to sun Friday into the weekend. Highs hold in the 70s. We've moved Monday's rain chance. It may or may not hold together into Tuesday. And that is your update for now. Back to you guys.